And we're back. More Elden Ring. So we finished up last time talking to Rennie, and she gave us Torrent, and she gave us the Spectral. And now we'll go ahead and change our flask back now that we beat that boss and we're talking to Melania.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erd Tree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Or so I hear. You can see them, can't you? The ray. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring.
So now we'll go back to where we were. And now we have a full map for most of the area. Ring around the rosy. I'll kind of show you what these do.
Me. I'm searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Erd Tree, long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose was long ago lost.
So enemies will respawn once you are dead, or once you leave. But we'll continue up as we saw the site of grace is pointing up this way. I want to try to bait this giant out, because as you can see there's a lot of enemies here. Just so you don't have to fight everybody at once. Yeah. And that's the hard part, is fighting everybody at once. Apparently my flash did not go down, so let's change that. And their reach is ridiculous. Riding a horse usually does make things easier. So now what we're doing, we're just
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite the lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little un. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on...
And we had gotten one of the shards here. So now we can actually upgrade this weapon. So if we go back to Calais, we can now upgrade it. And upgrade ourselves at the same time. The side of Grace is pointing again up this way. We want to keep going up the hill because we know we can't go back down. And you want to go to this left side. Only because of this guy. Can almost level up. We have some runes. Let's see if we can use them. Level up. There we go. And here we have the first boss. And there's a summon guy here. You can actually summon. So this is an NPC that you can summon around the area.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition. Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
And you can technically also summon your wolves if you want.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished. Put these foolish ambitions to
Okay,
rest.
host. And so you see you can use Mortal Spirit. So we'll try the jellyfish this one time. 100.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
And there we have the first boss beat.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smouldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
So this is your round table hold. It's kind of like your hub.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new tarnished made their way to the round table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the round table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me. Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the two fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace. You do? Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the two fingers?
So you can buy some incantations here. And these are just spells.
May the Golden Order shine through.
And here are some ladies you can just buy items from.
You're a new face. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing. I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks, great champion. You are very warm. What you felt light up inside you was a Baldekin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
Very nice of her. Guy is harder than the boss. It gets very hard. So, in this fight, you can't use summons. Once here, we can leave. We've talked to everybody. And so she was just basically telling you that, like, you weren't supposed to be these areas yet. But here's a new area to kind of learn some more about the land. And now we can kind of explore fully, or you could keep going further. This area is the harder area right here. So what we're going to probably do is just kind of keep exploring the land and go around. And we'll go from here first. Sort of hard at.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernal. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order? Yes, you're a Tarnished through and through. Takes me back. But that's a quality needed now more than ever. Any interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time, too. Now's the time to pass them on. To a good and proper Tarnished, like you.
So he sells different ashes of war that you could use. The one we have now is decent.
There's a myriad of battle arts in these lands that I've yet to discover. Mementos of all the warriors who raised their arms in battle, lost and died. A fine tale, all told of true chivalric romance. That's how I fell in love with the sword and the arts of combat. It grants meaning even to falling in battle, to death itself. Not floating your boat, eh?
So some enemies, you can change who you fight based off of the time of day. And there's a bunch of enemies that come out only at night. So we need to make it so this guy goes away.
There you are. Decided to bear the torch of my battle arts? Not floating. Well, there's no.
So this is a harder enemy. It is so hard. So again, he's a bit of a harder enemy, because he does hit quite hard. But just to give you an idea of what that looks like. And he only comes out at night.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. Oh, my stars. I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this? My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure. Don't dally. There's no need to fret. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say.
This game has a very good sense of humor, as you can just tell.
Ah! Ouch! Don't stop now, friend. Just keep clobbering away at the old behind. Put those doubts to rest. I'll be just fine. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say. Well played, good lady. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelt the end of me. Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts. I thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this. Once again, the pleasure is mine. I am the warrior Jar known as Alexander. Iron Fist Alexander, in fact. I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education in the ways of war. And beyond these lands lie the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held. I'd heard whispers of such festivities before. Doesn't the notion set your breast aflutter? I'm heading eastward to Redmane Castle, on the southern edge of the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. I've heard there's to be a festival held there. I'm heading eastward to Redmane Castle, on the southern edge of the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. I've heard there's to be a festival held there.
Now, there are a lot of these caves and entrances that go to like the little cat dungeons. This one in particular is good for this character, and I'll show you why in just a second. Skeletons you always have to hit twice because they're annoying. And now we have 2 of them. And now we can do double the damage. Now the flowers we were collecting, these allow us to upgrade our summons, so that way they are more powerful. There are 2 different types of flowers. Well, we can go see what those look like. So you can't fast travel inside the cave, but you can fast travel once you get outside. And we're gonna see what this guy has to say.
What do you need? I have little time to spare. Oh, are you aggrieved at the notion you are but a visitant here? Then you would do well to remember the first words of grace given to you. Stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. If those words held any meaning to you, follow the guidance of grace. Lay low the shard bearers and claim for yourself a great rune. Do so, and the doors to the Round Table's inner chamber will open, and you will receive the wisdom of the 2 fingers. Once the wisdom of the 2 fingers becomes your own, I'll impart to you a proper welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I have high hopes for you. I'm sick and tired of them. These namby-pamby tarnished think us no more than a shelter from the rain. We've spoken long enough.
Not a very nice guy, is he? Alright, now we go back to the cave. And you can technically come back and talk to other NPCs as well.
Oh, well done. Well done indeed. you made it through that entire mess all the way to Stormvale. And off you trotted to the Round Table Hold. My sincerest congratulations. But how did you find the Round Table? Oh, you don't have to say it. Before, the Round Table was chock full of venerated warriors, but now it's home to puff chests and has-beens. I fear you've been terribly disappointed. I don't blame you. But still, the Round Table has its perks. Why not earn a seat? Fly straight and true, so to speak. Ah, then you're interested. A wise choice indeed. To join the Round Table proper, you must acquire a great rune and request audience with the two fingers in the inner chamber. They are the purported masters of the grace that guides your kind, the Tarnished. Yes. Pay them a visit, so that you may see for yourself. Challenge Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale, to acquire a great rune. Decrepit he may be, but a demigod he remains. And of course, an inheritor of a great rune. Worse yet, I hear old Godric's acquired a ferocious new toy to graft. So, prepare for the worst. What's the matter? Aren't you supposed to be earning your place at the Round Table Hold? Then you must face God, for without a great rune with the two fingers.
Alright, so we're gonna see if we can beat this little boss. Easy peasy. And now we'll just mark this one that we've completed it. And that's where we're going to take a break. And I'll be back. Hey! Thank you.